Today I will be discussing how to automate my parts department at work. So in order to start this, we had to discover a system that would offer a compatibility to our current system. So we have our current system now that requires us to manually input anytime we have a new part come in or we're billing out a part. And if we're putting a part on a vehicle, we have to enter the part number into the specific invoice, and it doesn't take the part out until the invoice is closed. So if we have 5 vehicles in the shop that are getting the same part and we only have 5 parts, or say we have 3 parts but we have 5 vehicles in the shop getting the same part, if we do it on 3 vehicles and we input on that invoice that we're putting those parts but don't close the invoice, it'll still show that we have 5 parts available, even though that is not correct. Or 3 parts available, even though that is not correct. So adding this automated system will automatically deduct the part from our inventory before the invoice is closed. And this will benefit us in keeping track of parts, not being confused and frustrated with the time it takes after we close in order to bill out invoices. So basically we have the system, and all we have to do is it plugs in to our current inventory database. It's like a hard drive, but we have to close down the inventory from we're going to do Friday through Sunday, and we're going to have to go through everything and input all the part numbers in, how much we have of everything. And then once we have all the parts entered in, scanned in, everything shows that it's there, then on Monday when we open back up, we will be able to bill out parts accordingly to the different vehicles in the shop. But the basics of it are that if an employee comes and says that they need a specific part for this vehicle, instead of them grabbing the part like they normally do and us losing revenue and not gaining the profits back that we are spending on those parts, like if we spend $100,000 a month on parts for vehicles, but we are only selling $90,000 a month worth of parts, we're losing $10,000, and that's not profit, that's just cost. And typically we have on things lower than $5 a part, we've got like a 25% markup. Anything above $5 is only about 10% markup. So the profit margin is not that large. However, it does affect our revenue streams for the year, for the month, especially when you're dealing with that amount of parts. If you're losing $10,000 a month, it's $120,000 a year. So it's important to focus on ways that we can combat this issue. However, we are doing that, and our goal is to be able to have an employee come to us and say, we need this part for this truck. We can get the part number, we bring the part downstairs, we scan the part, and then we can turn it over to the employee and not have to worry later how that part got to the invoice, because it automatically, when you open up the work order for that specific vehicle, you have it open, you scan, it automatically puts the part number, price of the part, markup, everything into the system, and then we are able to accurately assess the profits and losses that we've been dealing with over the past 6 months to a year with the increase of employees that we've had and just the change of management, so to speak. We lost a manager for the parts department, so it's important for us to focus on that.